G'day, watch this.
Well, good morning everybody, and thank you for joining us for what is the first function that CANdo has had in Sydney. Now, of course, CANdo is a national organisation. It's existed for some time. We first started in 2010 and was started by Cory Bernardi, who is the South Australian Senator, Liberal Senator in South Australia. And under Cory's direction, CANdo had a very successful internet website which encouraged debate on different issues and allows people to raise concerns that they had, which they wanted to give a public forum to. And of course, Cory Bernardi gave the direction and the operations of CANdo to a new company which was formed called Community Action Network earlier this year. And so what we've really tried to do is to make this something which focuses more on campaigns, which we have a feeling within the community that is something that the community feels passionately about. And so we've talked about a number of campaigns over that period of time, and of course that has led us to today exploring the issue of coal seam gas on prime agricultural land. Everything that CANdo talks about, or any campaigns that we have, all proceed from something which we think is fairly unique in the space of what you could call, activist organisations, which is a charter of values and principles from which we proceed. And I just wanted to share with you, because I'm curious to know if I could get a sense in the room of who's come today from the email newsletter that CANdo sent. And has anyone come from the notice that the Farmers Federation sent out about this function today? We've got a couple. Thank you very much for making the effort to be here. And also, we also had a few mentions on 2GB. So we do have a wide group here today, and I just wanted to talk about what it is that CANdo stands for. So reading from our charter, the first paragraph, which I think sums it up, says, "We share a vision that a return to limited government with a proper regard for the rights, freedoms, and also the responsibilities of the individual, and respecting the federal balance in a society which respects traditional values, fully recognises the right to private property, and which encourages free enterprise and competition, will build a stronger Australia." And so that is the premise from which we're proceeding this morning. And of course, we have had some significant achievements over this period of time. We've had launches in several states. Sydney will be a launch which is coming soon, and do keep your eye out for that, because I think that will be a function not to miss. And we've produced very recently a series of powerful video interviews, which some of you may have seen in our last newsletter, which was interviewing Michael Smith, who was a very brave broadcaster who had an interview with CANdo and was expressing views and information that he had about a scandal between Julia Gillard and the AWU union. And so that's something that you might want to check out at your convenience. But of course, the issue we're here today to discuss is coal seam gas. I won't hold that back from you anymore. We do have two speakers this morning, and I know that the last time that Senator Bill Heffernan spoke to us, he was running on 0 hours sleep. So hopefully he's had the opportunity to catch up on a little bit since then. And I'll introduce him shortly. But first I'd like to introduce to you Bruce Tyrrell. Bruce is the Managing Director of Tyrrell's Wines. I don't think he needs anyone who knows anything about wine would know Tyrrell's Wines. Bruce has had a strong interest in the business side of winemaking. He was the first member of the winemaking family to go to university, studying agricultural economics at the University of England. He then joined the company on a full-time basis in 1974 at only the age of 23. Of course, he's spoken extensively on this topic, and he's here to speak to us today. Please make Bruce feel very welcome.